They're outside the league, the NBA players and WNBA players, and they know how much she's worth to the league. But the players in the league are so angry that she's so popular and that the ratings are still tied to her.
Stop. Rewind that. Did a former NBA player just say the quiet part out loud? Jordan rules. For Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. That's not a hot take, that's a warning label. Because when a league finds a golden egg, it either learns how to hold it or it drops it. And eggs don't bounce. Tonight we're not asking if the WNBA should protect Caitlin Clark. We're asking what happens if they don't. And the answer? You won't like it. Stay with me. Every league has a sound, a clean swish, a crowd rising, a buzzer that turns lungs into smoke. But there's another sound, a dead thud, the kind that makes an arena exhale all at once, that awful, worried hush. We all know that sound. We shouldn't hear it twice in the same week. We shouldn't hear it because that's how the game is played. No, that's how the game dies. For the NBA in the 90s, the league faced a choice: sell grudges or sell greatness. They chose greatness. Not to pamper a star, to protect a product, to protect the show we all paid to see. Now look at the WNBA. The spotlight's here, the cameras are here, the casuals finally are here. What do they see? A phenom who bends attention like gravity and a target on her back. You could see from the cheap seats. Some call it physical, some call it welcome to the league. But there's a line, and when it's crossed, the whole building feels it. The drama stops being fun, the stakes stop being sport, and the silence gets louder than the crowd.
But he has come out and he has said what so many of us has been banging the table about for the last 20 months now, and that's the WNBA needs to do a better job of protecting their money. And what is their money? Caitlin Clark.
Here's the twist nobody wants to say out loud. This isn't about protecting Caitlin, it's about protecting everybody else. Salaries, sponsors, primetime windows, attendance, momentum. Opportunities for players you've never heard of yet. You don't have to like it, you just have to live with it. Ask any team that lost its star and watched the building turn into a library. Ask any network that slotted a showcase and got a scratch lineup. Ask any rookie who needed one big stage to become a name. The math is merciless. No star, no seats, no leverage. No leverage, no raise. So when a veteran from the NBA says, protect your cash cow, it sounds cold.
Jordan becomes the GOAT. Quote, we need to protect our cash cow, he continued, talking about Jordan.
It isn't greed, it's survival. It's not play favorites. It's keep the tent standing so there can be favorites, rivals, heroes, villains, arcs, comebacks, everything that turns a league into a world.
People clown and talk about, well, they had the Jordan rules and the league changed.
Jordan rules didn't mean Jordan got to break the rules. It meant the rules got enforced, especially when the weather got rough. Freedom of movement, landing space, no blindside nonsense off the ball. That's not star treatment, that's oxygen. A league without oxygen doesn't die with a bang. It suffocates in slow motion. One scary fall at a time. One we'll review it later at a time. One she might be back soon at a time. And then suddenly she isn't. And the tickets are sold, but the chairs are empty. You can hear the echo. Is that what we want the soundtrack to be? A nice clean echo? Or do we want roar? Every great story needs a villain. You want me to point at a name, a team, a foul? I won't, because the villain isn't a person, it's a temptation. The temptation to confuse tough with dirty, to confuse defense with damage, to confuse rivalry with resentment. It whispers in every locker room, make a statement, send a message, let her feel us, and then a star gets clipped midair, and the arena hears a different message. Maybe we shouldn't bring the kids next time. That's the mirror, look into it. Do you like what the product looks like? If not, change the lighting, not the face. Let's talk about the trap everyone falls into. You get a phenomenon. The media wants her everywhere. So you book the back-to-backs, the national windows, the elite defenses, every storyline, all gas, no brakes, great exposure, terrible runway. You don't build a skyscraper by skipping the scaffolding. You go floor by floor. You let the audience fall in love with the game, not just the name. Then you raise the stakes, not because she needs help, because the story does. Sports are stories, or they are nothing, and stories need rhythm. Give the league rhythm. You'll like the music. What does that look like? A schedule with breathers, not cupcakes. Marquee games that showcase skill, not just collisions. National spots that introduce cohorts, the phenom and her rivals, the old guard and the next wave. We're not scripting outcomes, we're sequencing moments. There's a difference. To the players rolling their eyes, I get it. You've been here. You built this. You want yours. You deserve yours. But here's a truth veterans learn late and wish they learned early. The tide lifts the best boats first. Then it lifts the rest. Fight the tide? You drown together. Surf it, you arrive together. You want bigger checks? Bigger endorsements? Bigger everything. Stop swinging at the oxygen tank. You don't have to kneel to a name. You do have to stop pretending the golden egg isn't golden. Because if the tent collapses, no one gets shade. Here's what protection looks like without turning games into free throws. Call landing space, fast. No debates, no theatrics. Upgrade above the shoulders contact, fast. Intent, outcome, both matter. Player safety first. Kill the blindside junk off the ball, fast. If it's away from the play and it's meant to injure, sit them down. Publish the points of emphasis. Show fans the difference between hard and dirty with video examples. Transparency turns conspiracies into footnotes. Speed keeps the game breathing. Simple, clear, consistent. You want drama? Let it live in the scoreboard, not the trainer's room. Rivalry is gasoline, resentment is acid. Rivalry packs arenas, resentment empties them. You can jaw, you can stare, you can circle dates in red and talk spicy on media day. Good, that's theater. But when the ball goes up, play sharp, not cheap. You want to be the hero in her movie, steal the scene, hit the shots, win the minutes, shake hands, do it again next time. Stars forge villains. Great villains forge legends. Be legendary, not petty. Every sport has windows, trend windows, narrative windows, growth windows. This one, it's open right now. The next 90 days can decide the next 9 years. Clamp down on the nonsense, hold the line on safety, balance the schedule, market the rivals, mic up the personalities, tell the truth about availability. Don't tease a return that isn't coming. Don't sell a promise you can't keep. Short-term clicks cost long-term trust, and trust is the only currency that still spends in year 10. Fans, you're not passengers, you're co-pilots. Cheer loud, boo harder, make the signs, buy the tickets. But demand a standard. If you see cheap shots, don't call it old school, call it what it is. If your star sits, don't burn the league, burn the silence. Ask for transparency. You paid for a show, ask the league to protect the show, not by picking favorites, by picking rules and sticking to them. Every night, every whistle, every team. Let's say the part that makes people flinch. Yes, Caitlin Clark is the golden egg. Yes, her presence changes the math. Yes, protecting her changes the math for everyone else in a good way. Because when the tent gets bigger, everyone gets more shade. When the spotlight widens, more faces get seen. When the ratings hold, negotiations change. You don't have to kneel to a name to recognize a reality. You just have to want the league to win. Because if the league wins, everybody eats. The rookie with a dream, the vet with miles, the coach with a system, the city that wants a winner, the kid in the balcony who goes home and says, "Mom, I want to play." That's the economy you're protecting, not one player's ego, an entire ecosystem's future. What happens if they don't protect? If the make her feel us philosophy wins, the highlight reels get meaner, the box scores get thinner, the post-game quotes get uglier, the empty seats get louder, sponsors smile politely then call someone else, TV partners hedge, casuals drift, diehards start saying it's not the same, and it won't be, because the product decided to sell pain instead of excellence, resentment instead of rivalry, silence instead of sound. We've watched leagues do this. We've watched the slow fade. We've watched them bleed out believing toughness would sell forever. It sells for a minute, then the minute ends. So does the moment. Now hear the other future if they protect, if they put it in writing and on tape, if officials call it quick, clear, and consistent, if schedule makers give rhythm instead of punishment, if teams lean into rivalry, not resentment, here's what happens. Games feel faster, skill shines. Defenders look smarter, not meaner. Offenses run hotter, not wilder. Personalities pop in post-game, not in medical reports. Ratings stabilize, attendance becomes habit, sponsors activate bigger, networks fight for windows, clips trend for the right reasons, distance, vision, IQ, clutch, heart. More rookies pick up heat, more veterans get second wins, more kids ask to go again next week. You don't just keep a star safe, you keep a dream safe. And suddenly, it's not a one-player league anymore, it's a one-era league. An era people will talk about like a summer they didn't want to end.